Alright, so for this video, I am just going to talk about, let me just go back. Alright, so let's say that, sorry, this is just going to be a very basic, pretty short video about the profile. So, let's say that, yeah, so I am literally just going to the website. That is how I get to the website, right? So it takes me right here. Ta-da! Then I click login because I am a member, right? I am on HQ, but for the purposes of the website, I am just any old member, right? I think I touched on this before, but each member belongs to a certain chapter, right? This is because, each chapter is a group of people who do a lot of the same events. In particular, basically they're part of the same group, right? So I don't really care what's going on in the chapter in, University of South California, right? Because they're all the way over there. I'm not going to be doing any of their events. I probably don't know anyone in that chapter. It would be cumbersome for me to have to sort through all the events that they're doing when I'm trying to pick an event, right? So yeah. Anyway, cool. So this is my profile. It takes me right to my profile. I have a lot of the things that I talked about in the last video. Actually, all of them. So yeah, doesn't change a whole lot. But the main thing is just that I have my profile here. So, as you can see, it's kind of Facebook-ish. The main thing is that you have a chapter, right? So, like I was just talking about, the members are separated by their chapter. And so the people and activity that I can see on my profile is pretty much like circumscribed or just kept just to the people and events in this chapter. Cool. So it also tells me about upcoming work efforts, and it has a little bio, a little picture that I didn't put in, and past work efforts. So that's kind of like your friends in Facebook. So we have upcoming, past, and recent activity. These are like kind of the same thing. We're gonna kind of cut down on this because it's kind of redundant. Also, you'll notice that you have to like make a picture for every one of the work efforts. I don't know how people got away with doing. I don't know how I got away with doing this. Um, but anyway, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff about making an event that you have to worry about that you shouldn't. So we're trying to make that simpler too. But again, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to go through a whole, you know, volunteering event thing. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of making an event in an upcoming video. But right now I'm just kind of trying to keep it really close to my profile and keep it like under 5 minutes. So here you have semester goals, right? And again, I hope that you can see my mouse. If you can't, that'll suck. So it keeps track of how many hours I've worked and how much money I've raised. Now, I am I'm the director of the whole organization at this point, and I don't even keep track of my hours because it's just it's a pain. It's a pain to have to come in here and make a whole new event. Other people are gonna get confused and they're gonna try and sign up for it. I've had that happen before, but like the hospital volunteering that I do, that's only me. If other people show up, I wouldn't know what to tell them. It's like a job. So I just don't put them on. When I do log them, um, then I'll log them after they happened, which I shouldn't really be able to do. Um, but I mean, whatever. That's all stuff that we'll talk about. But basically, I'm just getting across the idea that I log the hours worked, but people aren't doing that right now. So one big, huge thing that we're trying to do with the website is encourage people to log their hours better. Also, we have the amount of money raised. Now, how does it know how much money I raised? It knows because when I do certain events, I will send out that email that I was talking about, and then my friends and family and whomever will donate through PayPal. The website directs them to PayPal, and then that donates to the website on my behalf. So that money is kind of earmarked as like money that Luke raised, right? So then it keeps track of how much I have done. The semester goals, like I was saying, I want to work for 36 hours. I have worked for 40 hours. I wanted to raise $500. I raised $120. Just because I'm on HQ, I've just like handed people money. So, my goal is higher than this. And, my goal, I worked a lot more than 40 hours this semester. And actually, this may be for like, multiple semesters. I think this is for like the whole year, maybe. But again, I did a whole lot more than that. But because it's kind of a burden to log your hours, I don't even do it. I should do it more, but, it just kind of goes to show that a lot of work needs to be done on the website. And then I also have these 3 options. Yeah, I guess it doesn't ever reset. I just noticed this part. So yeah, we really need to. That's something we really kind of need to work on. Cool. Then, the 3 options that you have are get sponsors, right? So that's basically saying select a work effort, right? And then select the people you want to send this email to, and then send it, right? I'll talk more about that later. Create a work effort. Any member can create a work effort, and all work efforts that you create are visible to everyone else in your chapter. So if I make a work effort, like I said, for hospital volunteering, somebody else can sign up for the work effort and just, if I give them enough information, like where to show up, then they can just show up and do it according to the website. We would like to be able to make private work efforts, right? And would also like to be able to make work efforts that people could join even if they don't have a membership. That'd be really cool for, stuff like if you organize a run. We would like people who aren't already members to be able to show up to this run and still use the website to raise money. And then I can also join a work effort. That is, somebody else makes a work effort and I just click to join. That's actually pretty easy. We really don't have too many problems with that. It's really just kind of using the website. People don't see it as all that important to log their hours and stuff on the website, because right now it's really not. I think I said before that a lot of the time we'll just make a fake work effort, called like end of the year fundraising, and we'll just physically, type in the email request under, get sponsored. So like we'll make a fake work effort. We'll put that fake work effort here. It's like, yeah, end of the year sponsorship, right? And then I'll send it to, whoever, and then at the top I'll just say, blah, 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 I did, 200 hours this semester. Can you sponsor me for that many hours? Obviously I wouldn't put it exactly that way, but that's basically what we do. And sponsor me for that many hours, like as much as you feel is appropriate. Right? So we don't tell them, oh, you should pay this much money, but we just basically say, I did this much work, however much you think that is worth, please donate that. So yeah, because the alternative is to send them updates every single time you do a work effort, and that is super annoying and it's not going to work. So I realize I'm kind of harping on this stuff, and I realize I'm running way over on this video, but the reason why I'm telling you is because I don't just want to kind of, basically, if you guys have an idea of what the problems with the existing website are, it'll be a lot easier to avoid these things and actively address them in ways that I don't even think of in the new website. This is what you guys do, and I just want to give you, give you guys kind of free reign and enough information to be creative and, just do the good job that I know you guys can do. So yeah, that should be the end of this video. Everybody has a profile. As of right now, they're all the same, whether you're the leader of a chapter or not. I think that you can do a little bit of changes as the leader of a chapter, but I'm not quite sure. It doesn't really matter because we're going to be changing pretty much everything. So, but yeah, we'll be like changing. I guess recreating is a better word. We're not going to be taking this exact thing, but it might end up looking something like this. I think we actually have some, and I'll make a video about that. Like what the new website is kind of going to look like later. So yeah, sorry for going over, but hopefully you have a good idea of kind of why people don't use the website at this point. How it can be hard to make an event, how you can't make a private event, and how sponsorships don't really have to do with how many hours you do so much. Because you just kind of verbally tell them that you did this many hours, right? So you don't need to log all of your hours. If you can just tell them at the end of the semester, oh, I did this many hours. We'd like to incentivize, make some reason why people should come onto the website and record the hours, because that's how our organization can show that it's effective, so it can grow. Get involved with businesses and other organizations. Just it's really important. But the regular members don't really see that, or it's not something that they think about. So yeah, all right.